Hello, everyone, and welcome into Columbus River Dragons hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here on a Sunday afternoon. We welcome in other FPHL fans as well. We're one of the few matinee games going on, and you know what? Hey, where would you rather be than watching hockey on a Sunday? It's a big game, believe it or not, for both of these teams. The Columbus River Dragons come in having lost the first two games of the series on Friday and Saturday night. They remain 24 wins in the win column, 15-4-4-1, 86 points. Still a magic 2 points away from clinching a berth in the Commissioner's Cup playoff series. And so that's going to be really the focus here today for this Columbus River Dragons team. Get the win. Overtime, shootout, regulation, doesn't matter. They just need to collect 2 points. And to their credit, the Monroe Moccasins have been keeping pace and preventing the River Dragons from wrapping up, hopefully, the potential third spot in the Continental Division. Now, on the other hand, for the HC Venom, this is also a huge game, and here's a couple of reasons why. Number one, picking up 6 points for the Venom in the last 2 days has been incredible for their playoff chances. They come in at 10-32, 3-2-1. They're up to 39 points now. They have 3 games in hand over the Motor City Rockers, and they trail the Rockers by 10. So, again, if you're new to the FPHL, regulation wins are worth 3 points. So, if the Venom take care of business in those 3 games in hand, the deficit becomes 1 point to the Motor City Rockers. And so, of course, the River Dragons want to get back in the win column. The Venom want to keep this modest 2-game winning streak going for themselves and close that ground on Motor City. That's the only playoff spot in the Empire that has not yet been decided. 4 of the 5 have clinched. And again, this year, the FPHL playoffs include a 4-versus-5 play-in game. The River Dragons, on the other hand, want to win to stay in front of everybody behind them. And again, putting that one in the win column here will guarantee them a berth in the postseason. Hopefully they're able to pick it back up and make sure that they maintain that third spot, which would be great because 4-versus-5 in the play-in game, you really don't want to take your chances with that. We have plenty to get to in the pregame show, and happy birthday, Jerome Bichard, as, Boom and I chatted for a little extra today, so we're going to have to hurry up and get to that. We will talk about what's going on with the matchups, and I want to highlight the special teams a little bit later on as well, starting goaltenders, all that, and then we're dropping the puck here this afternoon. 4:05 start, so just past the top of the hour. The Venom and the River Dragons. Back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities, but more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome back. Before this afternoon's game 3-3 here against HC Venom, we're joined by River Dragons head coach Jerome Bichard, and as always, this interview brought to you by F&M Cigars. Boom, I understand you're quenching your thirst there and getting ready to chat a little bit. I'm glad you're hydrating your vocal cords because we have a lot to talk about here. Third game in 3 days. This one really, I mean, what have you figured out about HC Venom at this point?
Well, I'm having nightmares, nightmares from a couple years ago. Just, you know what, you, for the most part, outplay a team and kind of dominate puck possession and this and that, and you just can't buy a goal. You know, rather have it happen now than later. And you know what? You got to give Hudson Valley some credit because they work hard. Very simple. Wait for their opportunities. Got one. And I'd like to think Pats would probably like to have that one back. You know, with us pushing last night, pushing, you know, Pats did play well and bailed us out on a couple breakaways, a couple 2-on-1s and all that stuff. So, you know, just stick to the game plan. Stick to the game plan. They, you know, again, very simple D-zone coverage. There's not a lot of room to do what we normally do. You know, they stay tight in a box, a dice, whatever you want to call it, and they have 5 guys blocking the middle of the ice around. So we just need to stick to what we're trying to accomplish, and when we expose them, we got to bury our opportunities. And if I look back at the game last night, we had probably 5 or 6 point blanks, and you know, good shots, good looks. Don't know about good shots. Let's put that. You know, where we should have had one. You know, power play. Wicks misses one in the second period. Open net in the first period. J Mac pulled it back 3 times, and all he had to do was tap it in the first time, I think, for an open net goal type thing. So, you know, for whatever reason, puck luck and hockey gods weren't on our side the last couple games. So you're going to have games like that. I don't think the referees, they really didn't like that last call. They called, you know, they allow or they let us play the whole game without anything, and you call that with 2 minutes left to go in the game. I thought that was not a very good call. And there was like, you know, and again, I would like them just to call the standard. You know, all of a sudden we don't know what the standard is. You know, Friday night, you know, Slats and I don't know who he got in a fight with or whatever. The guy's holding him for 30 seconds and then they end fighting and all even. Like, yeah. So, you know, but that's what you're going to have to deal with. And, you know, they work hard and we have to outwork them and you know, bury our opportunities.
So with that in mind, there were a couple times yesterday, I know I was thinking the same thing you were about, you know, you got to take that shot, but there were a few times we saw the River Dragons pass out of opportunities that might have been a little bit, say, higher percentage chance.
Yeah. Well, that's somewhat of our MO a little bit. We tend to be pretty, you know, and I, you know, going to do some, a little quick video here before we get into the game tonight, just to show them that. And just show them, guys. I mean, just and then the shot selections when you aren't in a great area to shoot the puck. It's, you know, a shot is still good. But it's got to be in the pads, and that's as good as a pass kind of thing, type thing. And the way they play, you know, some of those shots we're going to have to take those shots, and it's just got to be a good shot selection. I don't need short side shelf. I need far side pad, and you have to hit the net. You're not shooting to score. You're shooting for a pass and a rebound kind of thing. So, and they're good. You know, you got to give their goalies credit. They played well. You know, they made the saves that they needed to make, and then they made 2 or 3 saves that they probably shouldn't make, and all that stuff. And I think they're both of them are first shot worry about the second save later, and at the second save they're jumping and they're selling out whatever it takes to make that second save. And I think if we get to that point, if you have the time to do it, pump fake, take a step, and you might have an open net, or you might have a guy backdoor going back to back, or on that second shot, maybe it's not a second shot, it's maybe sliding to a backdoor guy or whatever. So yeah, hopefully we get a couple power plays and get that on track. And again, not a whole lot to change other than fine-tuning and fine-tuning our offensive zone looks and all that stuff. So
Anything you want to add then for keys to the game?
Keys to the game. Birthday boy would like just a couple goals. Just a couple goals and a W. And, I know the guys are really frustrated, and I know fans are frustrated. And, hey, you know what? The next 2 weeks here, 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks, what we have left here, it's all fine-tuning to get it to the season that actually matters. Who's in, who's out of the lineup, kind of, we talked about it yesterday, trying to put the right people in, and I got to make sure guys get games and all that stuff or whatever. But tonight's lineup, this is pretty much our lineup going in to the playoffs, and we'll see something. 3 games, 3 nights. We need something positive to happen quick. And this, at the end of the day, this shows us in that locker room, those 22 guys that are in there, who we are and what kind of character we have. And, I know we'll be fine.
Well, Boom, 39 never looked so good. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
All right, absolutely.
Yeah. I left my teeth at home too, just the old times,
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to work. Teeth are out. Let's go to work and let's go to battle.
All right, well, let's get you a birthday win then. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
Should I park in the back?
We help people sneak Pepsi into places that don't serve it.
What if they catch us?
We have a sports car. Hey man, this doesn't make burger taste better. Yo, what the f?
I thought Wendy was a ginger.
To enhance the flavor.
Where is everybody?
Sunday. Do not make eye contact.
Nobody here wants your Pepsi.
It's really good.
Oh, that is good. Say it into the napkin dispenser. Here's some Pepsi for some extra flavor.
So get the f*** out. Come on.
welcome back as we get ready to go here this afternoon. Sunday matinee hockey action between the Columbus River Dragons and the HC Venom. If you missed the pregame show, hey, want to wish a happy birthday to Jerome Bichard. Boomer, 56 years young today. Congratulations to him on yet another trip around the sun. And a little bit later in this one, I'm going to have a few things to say, probably in the first intermission. I'm not quite sure when. We'll let the game dictate it, but this is actually my 1,300th professional hockey game. So that's kind of wild. As I posted over on Twitter and Blue Sky, from minor league obscurity to the NHL and back. It's been a long journey. We'll talk about it. All right, let's get to the starting goaltenders. Starting in net for the River Dragons. Back to number 72, Trevor Babin. He's 5-14-0-1 with an .893 save percentage and a 4.40 goals against average. Opposed by John Moriarty, 6-19-0-1 with an .889 and a 4.54. He does have a shutout to his credit as well this year. Face-off coming up at center. It's Sunday at home, so it's teal jerseys and chrome buckets for the River Dragons, and we are underway. Hunter, Moore, and McDonald will start things off here along with Plouffe and Slahetka. And Kyle Moore will move it ahead, and now here's McDonald trying to break in behind the D, hooked up as he does so, and the Venom turn it the other way. At center, McDonald just misses catching up with it. Here comes Kyle Moore. Moore driving to the right wing side. Behind the net, leaving it in front, and Hunter's shot went off the side of the net. I do know the River Dragons are going to try to drive the net a little bit more aggressively here today. And the Venom do take penalties when that happens. I thought there could have been an early call there on that McDonald rush up the ice. He was hooked up pretty good, but the temptation to raise the arm not there sufficiently for the officiating crew, and so Columbus will dump that puck down, head for the change. As we approach 1 minute in, the Venom have reset their lines here. And again, if you're just joining us and don't know, the Friday-Saturday games both went to HC Venom, and I would not be stretching it to call those upsets. But the Venom are just playing very well right now. They push into the Columbus zone. Puck ends up bouncing to the right point. There's a shot in, and a glove saved by Babin. And he'll hang on for a face-off to his left. River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the Columbus River Dragons. By Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. And by Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the Columbus River Dragons. Face-off to the left of Babin. And it is won back by Columbus as Jemaev spins it back. Lineup is different once again today, as several rookies absent from it, as the River Dragons trying to get their rookies into their games, but trying to go back to more of the traditional lineup. As Hatcher, one of the two rookies in the game today, Loic Plouffe, the other one. He's on a line with Bersani and Jemaev. Then I'm trying to break this forecheck back out to center. Well, skated ahead on the left side. Yelensky's putting it into space here. Down to the left wing side is Kinski. That's fed around to the right point. There's nobody there to keep it in, so out it goes. Dumped back in, and Babin will trap it behind the net. Columbus will change the forward line as well. So Storjahan back in today after his day off yesterday. So this line reunited. Wickline, Storjahan, and Austin Doe. That pass misses, goes right back through the goal crease. That'll be an icing call as Ford wins the race back. Scott Doherty back in the lineup today as well. Face-off will be to the left of Babbitt. So Reed is scratched, number 87, number 95. Texmo not in the lineup. 44, Dunford. 5, Josh Liu also out. Puck pushed up that right wing side, and it does get away to center. River Dragons trying to turn it back the other way. Here's Storjahan. Flipping onto the left wing. Doe tried to center, went off a skate and out of the zone. And now, up the right wing side, rushing ahead. Here's Embry in tight. Shot and a right pad save there. Rebound away to the wall, and it's cleared out. Venom are going to back up. Embry doing a nice job to try to get something going off the rush. Good shoulder there by Austin Doe to jar him off the puck. Back comes Wickline in to Doe. Down low, wanted. Storjahan, the pass was blocked. Fed behind the net, Storjahan right side to Wickline. Wickline again tried to center, and that one was deflected and cleared out. That is the Venom game plan. Block the middle, clog it up, make it difficult to get pucks through, shots through, sticks and bodies and anything you can put in front of it. Just make it happen. And that is the HC Venom MO. On the left wing, here's Butler. Into the left side corner on the rush. They tie up over it. Puck squirts free, and Columbus on it. Moore with a chance for Hunter, deflected away from him. Venom will tip it down from center as check followed through on there on Steinway. Plouffe is chased out from behind his own net, has to hurry it up the left side. McDonald onto the right wing. Here's Plouffe. His pass back across, again deflected. Venom to center. They'll dump it into that far side corner. Lee's over after, watched by Slahetka. McDonald tying him up. Flips it off the glass, and it does get out over the line. Right back in on the forecheck is Kinski after tagging up here. And Columbus starting to tag it up. 4.5 gone in the first period, no score. River Dragons have yet to post a shot on goal. Long lead ahead at center. That one is turned back by the watchful defense there of Mark Pozar. And up the right side, here comes Plouffe. Tried to cut in over the line, and it was knocked away from him right there at the stripe. Ends up with Underwood. Underwood has some traffic, tries to skate through it, pokes it on into the zone. Underwood going after it. Jemayev in support over there with him. Puck off. And kept into the left point there by the River Dragons. Long spin into the corner there for Doherty. Now it's chipped out off the backhand. Underwood on it. A little foggy in the building here today with this afternoon start, and temperatures, of course, warming up here in the south. You get a lot. I mean, there is a lot of humidity out there. It's been a rainy day here today. Anytime you get that combo, you're going to get that fog out there on the ice. Left side, here's Ford trying to move it ahead. Salov moving in, his shot, and that one wide to the far side, all the way around to the right point, kept in. Steinway tipped in front, and now a penalty coming up here as the puck went out of play. And, well, they might get more than one. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Just past 5 minutes into the first, no score. This is River Dragons hockey.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
5:43 into the first period. River Dragons will be shorthanded as they chase the teams out to skate the fog away here. Nathan Bockwell, 2 minutes for interference in the box. And coming into this series against the Venom, if I would have told you Columbus has the 5th-ranked power play and the 5th-ranked penalty kill, meanwhile the Venom 11th on the power play and 13th on the kill, you might have assumed a couple of things. Number one, that Columbus would win the special teams battle. And number two, that would make a difference in the game. Well, it has, but the opposite of what you might think, because the River Dragons have gone 0 for 5 on the power play so far in this series. Now, they have gone 5 for 5 on a penalty kill, which is great, and you need to do that, especially in one-goal games. Yesterday was a 1-0 shutout for the Venom, and they have to do it with defense and goaltending. The River Dragons need to get the power play going, but they also need to continue to execute on the penalty kill. That's going to be absolutely huge here. So that is the stat to watch in this game. How do the power plays fall? How many of them? And who capitalizes on those power plays? That is going to be the biggest story, I think, of all in this Sunday game. So Venom to the power play for the first time. And they will start with possession, and now it's chipped out past the point. Bersani diving, knocked it over the line, and here's a chance. Oh, no. They call it offside. Storjohan didn't like that he took an extra shot after the whistle there. Bersani kind of slid in with the puck. Thought that would have put the play onside. And that's what Bersani's talking to the linesman about. He's like, how is that not onside? My body went in on the ice with the puck. And half of them was still outside the blue line when the puck was in. I don't like that one at all, but play on. Storjohan disrupting a pass at center. Venom on the left side trying to push on into the corner. Back after it over there, Thornton finds a seam, and he'll send it down. River Dragons will get a few sets of fresh legs out there. There's a pass deflected, went behind Doe. It'll be brought back in on the left side. Quick shot off the rush there by Lee. Save made, and Bersani trying to clear, gets it to the point, but not out. So Elise at the left point will swing it around behind Lee's onto the right wing side. Slahetka and Plouffe, the defensive pair out there right now. Venom trying to work that far side. Now they'll come up top, and the puck escapes off the stick of Posar. That allows Bersani to get that change, and now it's turned over to Austin Doe. He swings in 2-on-2. Here's Wickline going to the net, and the shot is blocked. Posar taking a knee there, and again the Venom block another one. Sent back down by Columbus, 27 seconds to go on the penalty kill. That is so many things that go into blocking a shot. It's not just being able to put a stick out at the right time or get a body part in front of things, but defensively, it's your gap control, it's your timing, and all those things. Not only do you have to coach those, but players have to buy into those things, because if the players don't buy in, it doesn't matter. But the Venom are bought in. Hatcher pulled down over there as the River Dragons come back to full strength with Bockwell out of the box. McDonald trying to hook that puck free, and now Venom away to center. It's tipped by Hatcher, but Belov to the line. He gets run into there and lost the puck. Potential big hit coming there from Thornton, and luckily for the Venom player Belov, he zigged instead of zagging around his player. Otherwise, Thornton would have got a huge hit. Far side, it kicks away from Ryan Hunter. Kick off that corner door there. Push to the far side. Here's McDonald. On to the right wing, Kyle Moore. Moore trying to play it ahead. Hunter had to turn back. Moore ends up with it, and they go in offside. That offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com, oldschoolbarbershop.com. You can make your next appointment online anytime. Plus, you can book 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook. And reservations are now required, so get your sides lined up at Old School Barber Shop and make sure you book about 2 weeks in advance. Face off just outside the Venom blue line. Craig pressured, gets it out to center where he turns it over there, and Kyle Moore's going to push back in. Cross corner dump around for it. Ryan Hunter rips a shot to the glass. Around it comes right point Underwood. Sends it back deep onto the left side. McDonald Ties up his man. Puck to the left point. Blockwell shot. That hit a body. And it's flipped out. Glove down at center. And again, Columbus trying to push one back in here. Instead, they elect to recycle it to the D. Blockwell right side. McDonald with Moore on the right side. Gives it to him in the corner. Kyle Moore behind the net. Tied up side of the goal. Oh, centering right through the crease. Ends up at the point. Underwood over skates, went through his legs, and now it's cleared back the other way. And Blockwell will get back to cover. A little stumble from Hunter, but the puck ends up back with Blockwell. Flip that off the glass and away to center ice. Coming up on the halfway mark of this opening frame, still scoreless. Here's Bersani trying to dig it out of the Underwood skates. And now Columbus ahead finally. Hunter still out there on the shift into the corner. Doherty trying to help him out, gets to it, feeds it up the wall. Hunter just wants to get back to the bench to change. He's been out there a while, and he does so successfully now. And that will be an icing call the other way as it's whistled against the Venom. That icing brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and an AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Draw to the right of the Venom net. Haven't had to mention Moriarty's name. He hasn't had to face a shot on goal yet. Jamath on to the left side. Bersani in there as well. Jamath pulls it out of the pile. Goes up top to the left point with it. He's pressured up there. Jamath has to swing it around the wall. Doherty trying to catch up, can't. It eludes him around to the right side. Play to the line, not out. Plouffe will keep it down for a moment, though, and now a breakaway pass the other way. Venom moving in. Here's a chance to the forehand, and it's scooped wide. So Elise just unable to tuck it home. Goal light went on, but the puck definitely didn't go in. There's a shot up high, and Babin the save, and he'll hold on. That'll get us to the break halfway home here in this first period. Scoreless so far. Venom and River Dragons. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. I just love how the biscuit just matches perfectly with the spice on the chicken fillet. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. The chicken is always crispy. Then you add the spices to the chicken, instant classic.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back. Sunday afternoon hockey here at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you. Face-off coming up to the left of Trevor Babin. Doe, Wickline, Storjahan out there, along with Thornton and Connor Lind on the points. Face-off to the left of Babin. Quick shot over his shoulder. Wickline on it. He'll try to play it back in the left side corner. It rolls around behind the net. Here's Lynn stepping ahead with a rolling puck. Wickline, right wing, pushing in. Try to feed it in front, cleared away, and now turn back. Could be a 2-on-1 developing here. Quickly up the left side. Here's Kinski moving in, looking to put it in front off the end of the stick of Yelensky's as he was caught from behind in the back check by Storjahan. Now Wickline falls on the far side. Puck up towards the blue line, still not out. And now just over the line. Played back that one off of Austin Doe, and now the Venom on the regroup here. That puck is turned away by Lind. Columbus in over the line. Nice job, Hatcher. To Moore, walks in, a shot. Save made, rebound. And did they tuck it home? Or did it stay? How did that stay out? Incredible. Oh my goodness, the puck was behind the Venom goaltender. His defenseman must have dove in and knocked it away. River Dragons keep it in. Thornton a shot. That's ripped to the glass. No goal stick for Moriarty. Now he takes one from his defenseman. Lind up top. Lets it go. Deflects into the corner. Played around the glass and down the ice. That one will end up right in on Babbitt. No icing. Babbitt's going to play it aside. But still no goal stick here because that stick is behind the net. Moriarty couldn't get to it. Far side Hatcher. Oh, I don't know. That's for the River Dragons not to get it at this point is just so difficult. Columbus finds a turnover at center. Here's Underwood up the right side. He cuts through, gets it chopped off his stick. Played back on the left wing. The Venom will hook it around behind the net. Bersani over after it, so Elise took it away. Puts it into the slot. A shot. Shoulder save Babin. Rebound wraparound attempt. Didn't go. Nice job by Bockwell to front that try. As that was Butler who couldn't get it to go. Well, Columbus gets it to center. Here's Doherty. Doherty feels pressure from behind. Gets a shot in, and Moriarty the save. He'll hang on. Moriarty again to adjust the pads here. Boy, that puck, it leaked through the goaltender. It was in behind him, and I don't know which Venom player that was that dove face first to try to keep that puck out, but somehow did. Hatcher was closing. I thought for sure Hatcher was going to put that one home. Face off to the left of the Venom net. Bersani in for the draw, and he'll win it back to the right pointers. Plouffe shot through traffic, tipped. Oh, just wide of the near post. Bersani took a rough ride in front, but boy, a great deflection there. Cleared out and sent right back in by Columbus around the rim to the left side. Here's Doherty over after it. Left point, Slahetka pinching. It was pushed past him, and ahead comes Kinski on the right side, but Plouffe stick check knocked it away. Fed to an open wing on the right side. And now it'll be Slahetka trying to push in, looking for support on the wall. Jemaev getting it across, but it was up in the air, and Plouffe couldn't knock it down. Right back again, Plouffe to Jemaev. Jemaev will pull back with it. Columbus is going to change. Doherty will leave it off to the D. Here's Bersani. Trying to leave it on the right wing side. It's pushed into the corner. Ford. Far shot, runs into a check from Wickline. Wickline trying to steal it back. It's in the near side. Storjahan up to the right point. Here's Lind. Lind swings it low. Oh, it pinballed right in front there, but taken away by the Venom. And now a bank pass left side, but that's cut off by Lind. Lind will try to push back. Here's Wickline moving into the slot. Storjahan, his shot is deflected over top of the net. Again, Columbus got the puck into a good shooting area, just couldn't get it through. Right side Doe up top. Thornton, his shot, and a glove save there. Moriarty, he'll hold on. 5:28 to go in the first. Still scoreless, but at least Columbus is starting to get some chances now. Starting to shed a little bit of the early sluggishness of a 4 p.m. Sunday start. Draw to the right of the Venom goal. Puck sent down the ice, and it'll be Thornton trying to clear, but the puck not out. Kept it on the right wing side, at least momentarily. Wedged to the line. Yep, that's gloved down as well. There's a quick shot off the shoulder of Babin. A rebound way up in the air, comes down near side. Fisher on his own rebound sends it around, but unable to keep it in. At the point is Craig, and he'll send a roller back in from center. Bounced out and chopped in now to the right wing side. Here's Embry leaving it up top. That shot by Fisher deflected to the corner. Salov after it. Right point, Craig holding it in. Round behind the net, Embry on it again. Lynn knocked his man down. Connor Lind will take the puck away and start the rush. Lynn moving up ice, right side. Tried to walk the D, couldn't do it. Play to the line. Thornton a shot, and that one is scooped up off the ice by Moriarty. He'll hold on. 4:28 to go in the first. Scoreless. Back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah. On any D-A-Y, I need CFA.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
Four and a half to go here in period number one. Still looking for the first goal of the game. River Dragons Hockey brought to you in part by BKI Accounting, a new age approach to old school accounting. Specializing in payroll, bookkeeping, income, and sales taxes for small business. Learn more at bkiaccounting.com. Hunter on the left side with three Venom defenders next to him. It's Kyle Moore who is set up in the shooting position here. McDonald in for this face-off. Looks like the linesman lost his whistle there right off his hand. And the draw tied up in the skates of the linesman. Hunter pursues behind the net. Hunter looking up top, puts it right in front of Moore, but tried to scoop that shot, and it kind of flubbed away from him. Venom able to move it out to center here. Banked across that, also hit the linesman on a bounce. McDonald knocks it out of the air into the Venom end of things. Moore having a chat in front with one of the Venom. Are they going to go? No, not right now. Puck in the line. McDonald couldn't keep it in. Left side, here's Jelenskis. And honestly, if I'm the Venom, you got to let the sleeping dog lie. If you wake up the River Dragons, that's at your own peril. Backhand by McDonald is wide. And so far, the River Dragons have not been awake yet in this one. It is a Sunday afternoon game, and it's a 3-3 for both these teams against each other. I'm actually surprised it's not been a little more angry. Underwood behind the net after it. Puck on the far side, fed right back in front, but Plouffe is on it. He'll bring it ahead. Plouffe in over the line, walks through. Oh, he lost the handle on it, but reached back for it, chases it in behind the net there as it swept around to the left side where Bersani waits. He'll fling it around the glass. Hunter trying to get to it in the corner. Bersani runs into his man. Hunter with the puck on the left side. Tried to force a shot through Jemaev into the slot quickly. Slahetka off the outside of the cage. Caught the netting there. Swung back around to the right point. There's Plouffe's shot in on goal, and Moriarty again will make the save and hang on. Honestly, not the high degree of difficulty chances for Moriarty. A lot of easy glove saves. A couple of things that are low, and if he's able to handle the rebound, not a big deal, but Columbus, again, talking about shot selection in the pregame with Jerome Bichard. Just trying to alter those shooting angles a little bit, try to mix things up. Face off to the left of the Venom net. There's a quick shot by Jemaev. That's tipped into the netting. First period brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland. And we're 2:45 away from our first period intermission report. Here's Jemaev moving it up top onto the left side. Slahetka to Jemaev. His shot is blocked. Right point, Plouffe in towards the net, scooped up by Moriarty. Bersani pushing ahead with a shot. Save made. Rebound on the near side. Jemayev up with it all the way up to the blue line. He fires it to the far corner. Puck behind the net. Oh, boy, that was a big elbow to Hatcher. Knocked his helmet off and everything. Wasn't called. Wow. How do you not call that? And the ref was right there. It's a big elbow. Right side here, Storjahan trying to center. Storjahan into the slot area, away to the line. Plouffe to the left point. Bounces away from Slahetka. Slahetka trying to feed it down low, and again it's blocked. Up top here, Storjahan. His shot tipped in front, and that one ends up in the near corner. Nice job by Doe. Had good position in front of the goaltender there. Storjahan to the right side. Slahetka walking and in with a shot. Right pad save. Rebound hopped over the stick there now. Another chance. Hit a body in front. Bouncing in the goal crease. And it's covered by Moriarty. 1:33 to go in the first. Still looking for that first goal, but now Columbus starting to put on the pressure here. Doe, Wickline, Storjahan remain out there. Lind and Thornton now the D pair. And the draw one back by Doe. Wickline with a quick shot. Moriarty flags it down with a mitt and hangs on. Doe trying to go ahead with the face-off. He did with a shot. Moriarty the save, and he hangs on again. Yep, just keep the music playing at this point. We're going to get through the whole song. Venom elect to change the forward line here. Didn't like losing two straight face-offs there. Butler in across from Doe now. Doe wins it back anyway. To the left point. Shot coming in by Thornton. Save made. Rebound in front is shoved wide. Behind the net, Storjahan to Doe to Storjahan again on the right half wall. Battling to keep it in. He cannot. The puck ends up out at center. Venom trying to push in left side. The linesman got caught in the collision there. And now Lind has lost his helmet. He's got to get out of the play. And at center, here's Wickline up the right side, moving it around towards Doe. Under a minute to go. Doe tried to center, turned behind. Wickline, left side, leaving it for Storjahan on the cycle. Storjahan scoots free of that check, then he's knocked down, but right back up on the puck to Doe in the corner. Doe looking in front, trying to force it through, ends up with Underwood on the backhand, cutting to his left. Underwood shot, deflected behind the net. Underwood on it, out the near side. Banks it up top. Here's Thornton covering. Shot through traffic, and again, Moriarty the save. Hangs on with 33.7 to go in the first. Finally, 7 periods into the weekend. Starting to feel some desperation for the River Dragons here. Trying to put a puck in the net. They've had shifts, don't get me wrong, they've had shifts where they've been buzzing and they've just been stopped. But this is the first time I actually feel urgency, I think, this weekend. And maybe part of that is maybe they look past the Venom a little bit here. And I think it's easy to do, but they're trying not to do it now. There's a long shot by Underwood. That one is wide. 19 seconds ago in the period. Centering feed by Bockwell didn't get through. Hunter trying to get to it. It's wedged up in the air. And that one makes it out. Bockwell with a bank pass to the right side, tipped on in by the River Dragons, golfed into the corner, 2 seconds to go. That'll do it for the first. So Columbus, I think, got better and better as that period went along and really increased their scoring chances towards the end of the period. And shots at one point were 5-0 in favor of the Venom, maybe even 6-0, but period ends with Columbus coming back and really starting to add some scoring chances. And so that's always good to see the River Dragons trying to do their best to put a puck in the net here. And again, on the weekend, 1 goal is not, or 2 goals, I should say, not a whole lot to write home about, but I think if they keep playing the way they are now, I mean, something's got to give. You got to get some puck luck in there, a little bit of a bounce. And again, in the first, I think the Venom got the benefit of the bounce. So I don't know how that goalmouth scramble stayed out, but it did. And the hard part is to not hang your head and to keep coming and giving it 100% of your effort every shift and trying to continue to just really take it to this HC Venom hockey team. And they're a tough team to play against. They smother you. They can frustrate you. And if they're not taking any penalties, which right now that's not the case, that can make it for a long evening if you're not able to exercise some patience in there. So, all right, we're going to take a break and head into the first period intermission here. And at the outset of the broadcast, I told you it was my 1300th game, so I've got a couple of thoughts somewhat collected. Wanted to talk a little bit about that. Plus, we'll have that scoring wrap for you and the out-of-town scoreboard. Stay tuned, more coming your way. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Back here after one period of play, 20 minutes in the books, still scoreless between the HC Venom and your Columbus River Dragons. Shots in the period finished 11-8 And only one power play to tell you about. That belonged to the Venom, and they are 0-for-1 with that man advantage. Columbus might have ended up with one, maybe even two in that first, but they did not. And so that's where we stand 20 minutes into it. So with the shortness of scoring summary, thought I'd give you a couple of thoughts collected on a journey to 1,300 games in the world of hockey. And that doesn't include my baseball or soccer or any of that stuff, and doesn't include the college games that I've done. But 1,300 professional hockey games is kind of a crazy milestone. I have never really kept my own milestones, so this is a little strange for me. I blew right by game number 1,000. That happened sometime when I was in the ECHL with Indianapolis, so I missed that one entirely. Have somewhere in the neighborhood of 350 games in the NHL with the Nashville Predators, accumulated over 5 seasons, and very proud of that fact. And I've worked in every league from the single A level to the NHL and back. Skipped a few, obviously, as some have come and gone over the years. But leagues that don't even exist anymore, like the Western Professional Hockey League, the United Hockey League. I was in the East Coast League when it still was the East Coast League. Now it's just the ECHL. Of course, the American Hockey League. Had the pleasure of being with a couple of teams in the AHL. And, you know, it's been an interesting journey. And I will say this about it. Number one, it feels like almost another lifetime to think that now this is where I've ended up, and I'm here sharing this moment with you. If you're a River Dragons fan, or maybe a Venom fan, or another FPHL team fan, who knows. But I think probably the most important thing I can say is something I'm going to say to the parents out there. I was fortunate enough that I grew up in a very supportive and nurturing environment. And when it came to my goals and my dreams, I was never told you can't do that. And I was never told that you aren't capable, or, you know, that's just a dream. And I was encouraged to chase my dreams and to try to go out and do what I wanted to do and find a way to do it. Now, I, did not have the benefit, I guess, of prior connections. I just had a love for the sport of hockey and baseball, and made a decision pretty early on in my career, after kind of doing both back-to-back for a couple of years, that just hockey was the path. And just stuck with it. And to the parents out there, I think the most important thing that I can tell you is to support those dreams. And it does start with you. And it will continue to exist with you. And I'm not talking just when someone's 5 or 6 or 10 or 15, but when they're 20 and 30 and 40. That support goes a long way. And my family has always been there for me first and foremost. And I love them and I thank them. And I couldn't have done it without them. And there were times when, quite frankly, I needed them to bail me out of situations that life throws at you sometimes. And not everybody has that luxury either. But if you are a parent or a grandparent, an aunt, an uncle, anyone who's in a position to be a role model, supporting the dreams and goals of the kids as they grow up is incredibly important. No, not everybody's going to become the professional athlete, the broadcaster, the author, the artist, the musician, but those dreams are what fire you in life. They're what drive you onward. They're the things that make you want to get up in the morning and you think about going to bed at night. And I just think that's the most important thing you can do is support those goals and those dreams. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to have a healthy dose of realism thrown in there, but just don't include it with the words can't, won't, don't, and no. One period in the books. We are scoreless between the HC Venom and the Columbus River Dragons. We're going to come back, take a look at the Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard. And, 2 more periods to go in this one. We're kind of looking at a situation that's like, okay, when is Columbus going to score? You feel like it's coming, don't you? Man, I hope it is too. All right, we'll talk more about it when we return. More coming your way on River Dragons Hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet-friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? How about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing, amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want? This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
Back on River Dragons hockey here in the first period intermission. Scoreless between HC Venom and your Columbus River Dragons. Tom Callahan here with you, and only one other game going on in the FPHL as we turn our attention to that Zelmos Zippin out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmos has been fueling life's passion since 1999. Rock Lobsters with a 2-1 lead after one on the Baton Rouge Zydeco in that game. And we go to the NHL where there's 8 games today. Couple in progress right now. Sabres with a 4-2 lead over the Caps after 2. Ovi has not scored in that one. Jacob Chychrun has both for the Caps. Canucks and Jets tied at 1 in the second intermission. Utah Hockey Club and Blackhawks scoreless after 1. Later starts tonight. 5 o'clock, Sens at Pens. And also Isles at Hurricanes. And then at 8 o'clock, Leafs at Ducks. 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Sharks at Kings. One final from earlier today, Canadians double up the Panthers 4-2. And on the hardwood for the men, an Elite 8 game now in the books. Number 1, Houston, 69-50 over number 2, Tennessee. So Houston moves on to the Final Four. And a 5:05 Eastern Time tip coming up 10 minutes from now. Number 1, Auburn, and number 2, Michigan State in the South Region Elite 8. That's it for the Zelmo Zippin' out-of-town scoreboard. We'll take a break, come back with second period action. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragon's trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmos, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmos rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Back here to start period number 2, scoreless and 5-on-5. Off we go. River Dragons immediately take an icing call just 9 seconds into the period. Face-off will come back down to the right, it looks like, perhaps, with Trevor Babin. Nope, they're going to come over to the near side. Left side of the southpaw netminder. McDonald in for the face-off here across from Butler. And, well, we didn't like that one. Let's do it again. Face-off pulled out. There's a shot by Belov. That's blocked. Had a stick knocked out of his hands in the meantime. And Hunter able to move that puck up the wall. They'll dump into the left side corner. Moore up after it behind the net, creating some space there. Puck in his skates. Can't get to it. McDonald trying to come over and pry it loose as well. McDonald does. Bounces it to the point. Not out. Shot coming in from Plouffe. Stick save there. Rebound to the near side. McDonald over after it. Feeds it back across. Down for the right point. Plouffe will try another shot. That was blocked. And now it's wedged out. Slahetka on a roller. Has to play it to an open wing. McDonald waiting for it. Gets it ahead quickly on the right side. Bounces back off the dasher to Moore. Moore looking to center. And McDonald, a shot. Save made. Rebound is pushed just wide. As Moriarty got run into there and his helmet comes off. Oh my goodness, Columbus again. A great chance. Moriarty got over to his right and made the save on McDonald. I think we all need to throw in and buy John Moriarty some new straps for his pads because these don't seem to do the job. It's crazy also how loose most goaltenders wear their pads these days, and to a certain extent you have to so the pads can rotate in the butterfly, but I mean some guys, like the straps are largely ceremonial and or cosmetic. It's just kind of wild. And it's basically held on by one Velcro strap that goes from the knee down to the mid-calf. Venom looked to move this puck up the right side off the glass out to center. Underwood on the right side for Wickline. Comes into the near side wing is Doe, trying to move his man along. Sturgeon on that wall supporting as well. Puck into the corner, Doe trying to poke it back to Sturgeon. Wickline joins the fight. Doe behind the Wickline. Wickline out the far side. Leaves it at the right point, right back down towards Doe on the cycle. Doe backhands it around towards Sturgeon to the near side corner. Wickline. Wickline looking to move it up top. It's deflected out. River Dragons try to regroup quickly. They'll rifle it in around the wall, and here's Wickline waiting for it. Takes it off his skate. Wickline. Sturgeon. Backdoor feed. Doe pulls it out of his skates. A shot save made. Rebound sitting in front. And Elise trying to get it onto there. Uses the glass. Gets it down the ice. They will call it icing. And Columbus again pushing and pressing, but still can't put a puck in. That icing brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and an AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. 2:02 into the second period. Scoreless Venom and River Dragons. Columbus controls the draw. Quick shot, right pad save, and a big rebound up the slot controlled by the Venom. They'll get to center. Trying to push it in is Ford. Turned over Bersani. Left side Doherty cutting in towards Bersani, trying to cut through the D. It drifts away to the corner. Sent around to the left point. Thornton, a quick shot save made. Oh, the rebound stick just past Bersani. Jemayev will finish his check as the puck is cleared out down the ice to Thornton. Yelensky's peeled out to go for a change there. That allows a moment here, and Columbus trying to jam it back in. Might have hit the linesman trying to get it deep. And again, turned back out to center. Thornton left side. Doherty with a backhand wedge to the right side. Jemayev hustling up after it. Craggle swinging around the near side away from him to the left point. Thornton had it escape him. He gets back to it. Is able to dump it back in, but Columbus had to tag up, and they're going to start a change here. McDonald stepping out. His unit will join him shortly here. Yes, he sends one ahead, and now trying to dig down and beat out the icing call. Kyle Moore, and he does. And now everybody ends up in a pile. Goaltender spilled down to the side of the net. There's a shot coming in wide of the goal. Left point. Stepping down the wall is Thornton. Thornton, his shot, shoulder save. And again, Moriarty without his goal stick. Wrap around attempt, and that would have stopped in the far post. I think it hit Fisher. It is scrambly right now. We finally get a call here. Again, the pad comes off. Can we do something about this? And that's what Kyle Moore is saying. Like, Moriarty's pads come off so often. This is like 3 times in 2 games we've seen this. And no other goaltender in the league has had this problem this year. Not once. I think if you can't fix it, you got to bring in the other goalie. And that's kind of the argument here. Is if you can't fix the gear, Sharma should have to come in. Otherwise, this is a delay of game. And Columbus was in a position where they're trying to score a goal. They're close to scoring a goal, and the pad magically comes off, and we get a whistle to stop play. I think that's what Jack is basically saying right now to Moriarty is, hey, kid, You got to fasten that thing tighter. Of course it's going to keep coming off. Yeah, as a matter of fact, as it was just pointed out to me, it happened to Sharma as well this weekend. The pad comes off. This is the only team I've ever seen it happen. You certainly don't see that in the NHL. I've seen a blade come out of a skate. I've seen a toe strap break and the pad kind of rotate sideways. I've never seen it come off the leg of the goaltender. Face-off won by Columbus. Here's Slahetka up top over to Moore on the right side. There's a chance side of the net. McDonald backhands it into the slot, and that one is taken away by the Venom. They'll send it down the ice. Moore after it. Swings it away from Belov, and ahead comes McDonald on the right side. McDonald to Moore. Moore curling behind the net. Looking up top. Couldn't thread the pass through. Blocked by Steinway. Steinway's attempted a clear, though. Kept in left point Slahetka. Now sent right back towards the point. Off Slahetka and out to center. And now Sewell steps in. Try to put it across. Nice job by Plouffe to block that pass. Otherwise, it might have been a very, very short breakaway. Steinway will dump it in from center. Babin lets it go behind the net to Slahetka. We'll try the left side. McDonald tipping it on into space. It's at the River Dragons line. Plouffe tried to step up, had that one deflected out, and now a chance moving in on the backhand, and a shot. And that one off the outside of the net, I believe, as Butler kind of ran himself out of real estate. River Dragons back the other way. They push in all by himself. Cody Wickline waiting, tried to thread one through. That one off the shin pads of Butler. Here's Storjahan out the far side. Puck drifting free on the wing, chipped off the glass and out. Wickline following through on his check on Craig there. One of the other things the Venom do very well here is Doe steps back in on the left side. His wrist shot, save made, Moriarty will hold on. 4:58 gone in the second, but they take away those two terms that coaches love to talk about, time and space. Time and space, time and space. And, well, here's Wickline pushing with Ford as Wickline was trying to get to the bench on a change here, and Ford gave him not one but two shots. But they take away the time and space. They close down quickly. And again, I talked about gap control earlier. I talked about all those things, and that is exactly what they do. And they eliminate that chance to make anything happen. And so they end up blocking a lot of passes, a lot of shots. You need time and space to create. Columbus has got to figure out a way to earn those. Venom couldn't leave the zone. Far side, Storjahan trying to get to the puck. Well, it hit the door and kicked past him. And that allows the Venom to move it up onto the left side, but nice job on the back check there by Doe to knock it away into the corner. Lees couldn't hang on to it. Comes around towards the left point, and a shot with a broken stick there. And now Columbus trying to move ahead. Here's a chance left side. Storjahan has help coming in, feeds a high slot into the right side. Wickline, his shot up high over top of the net. At the point, kept in by Storjahan. Storjahan to the right wing. Puck through his skates behind the net to Doe. Doe, Storjahan, far side. Storjahan in front for Doe on the back door. Couldn't make it connect. Bockel feeds it in front, and that one is tipped off the defense. Boy, again, just so many white jerseys collapsing down low in front of that Venom net. Puck on the far side. It's now Kinski who is without a stick as he's given his to the defenseman. Wickline able to keep it in. Columbus trying to cycle through a change here. Now it's fired down the ice. They're going to say no icing as Posar put it right past the stick of Thornton. Bockwell quickly on the left side. Thornton tipping it ahead for Doherty, moving it up off the body of Thornton. The play is offside, or is it? No, it's onside. But it's cleared out anyway. Columbus on the regroup here. 6:40 gone here in the second. Turned over. Embry, right side, pinned up on the wall. Trying to pull it free. Jemayev can't do it. Right point. Craig with a shot. Tumbling wide of the net. Onto the left wing side. Here's Fisher. Fisher's chance. That one missed around to the near rim. Right point. Craig a shot off the mid of Thornton. Puck is free at the side of the net. And finally, Babin able to hold on. 7:02 End of the second period, we're scoreless as we get a little bit of hug in there at the side of the net, but nothing much developing there. We're back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home. And back here on River Dragons hockey, face-off coming up to the left of the Columbus cage. Still looking for the first goal of this one here on a Sunday afternoon. It's going to be Butler in across from Jamea for this defensive zone draw. 7:02 gone here in the second. Time upon the circle. Pulling back towards Thornton. Thornton trying to move his way out as he's pulled down, gets the puck to center. It's kicked right back to the River Dragons line. So Elise on the left side. And now the River Dragons move it up. Left side, here's Hatcher. He'll fire it into the right wing corner. Doherty chasing it down in front off the heel of Jamaev's skate. He couldn't shoot. Doherty right side, and now it's taken away by the Venom. Craig will dump it down. Is that icing? It should be, and it is. Icing brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. .36 gone by here in the second. Still scoreless. McDonald out there with Moore and Hunter. Slahetka and Plouffe on D. And they are going to toss Butler out of the face-off. Or are they? Nope, they're going to let him come back in. McDonald wins it back to the left point. Slahetka on it. Left side into the slot. Quick shot by Hunter, missed the net. Rebound, and McDonald trying to put it in front. It hops up the slot. Ryan Hunter trying to hang on to it. Slahetka will step down. And backdoor feed. Here's Moore. Put it right across. It went actually between the legs. Off the left pad of Moriarty out the other side. Now 2-on-1 the other way. A diving block by Plouffe. And the play does not connect for the Venom. Might open up a little bit here. Hunter racing up with McDonald. Going to the net now. McDonald, a shot, save, rebound, sitting in front. Moriarty covers. Moore going to the front of the net. And there was no puck for him to grab. Oh my goodness. Boy, the River Dragons are just pressing so hard right now. It feels close. Storjahan trying to put it up top, ends up on the right wing side with it. Storjahan to the right side corner, Wickline. Wickline up high on the cycle all the way to the left point, flips into space for Bockwell. Into the slot, poked away there from Storjahan. Bockwell on it again. His shot deflected off the D behind the net. Into the skates of Wickline. Storjahan with it again. To the right point. Shot coming in. Save made. Rebound is cleared out. And down the ice. Underwood is going to go back for it. And now Bockwell ahead. On the left wing side, Wickline. To Storjahan. In front, Wickline. Shot. They score! Wickline finally puts one away. The ice is broken. 8:58 into the second. It's 1-0 Columbus. And just as they did on Friday night, this line provides the first goal of the game. Wickline is 14th of the year. This unit's been really good together. The last couple of games especially, they've been buzzing. Well, let's see if Columbus can follow it up.
River Dragons goal scored by number 10, Cody Wickline. Assisted by number 17, Austin Doe at 8:58 of the second period.
Well, they got an assist to Doe on there. They're probably going to add one to Storjahan. Face off to the right of the River Dragons net. So that one is cleared out to center, and now up the left wing side, here's Doherty pushing in. Left it for Jamant, but left it behind him. And now Steinway will turn it the other way. On the right wing side, he'll put a long shot in, stick to side by Babin. Columbus will try the right wing side for a quick break. Cross ice feed, finds Thornton, who jumps into the play. Thornton looking to thread it through. His shot off the blocker there, saved by Moriarty. And it's cleared away just over the line. Thornton on the right side of the ice this time. He'll send it deep before heading to the bench here. Nope, he's going to stay out there. It's the forwards who are going to change. And now Thornton will also change. Sent down and now, so Elise would have been in by himself, but he had to stop his momentum at the blue line. The pass connected with him, but couldn't go anywhere with it. Craig dumps one in right towards the net. Stick to side there. As Babin flipped it away alertly into the corner. Venom holding it in, so Elise battling Bersani. To the far side, here's Kyle Moore. Moore looking ahead. Hunter had to go off the heel of his skate, turned back in by Belov. That was a dicey moment there, but very confident puck handling from Trevor Babin. It's Columbus on the rush, up the right side. Lind brings it in, centers. McDonald, a shot tipped off the defenseman, sticking wide, and again another block. Puck at the right point, kept in by Columbus. Shot coming through, that one deflects in behind the net. Craig will try the near side. And he gets cut off of the line by Moore. Here's McDonald. Cross ice feed, and that one was too far in front of Hunter, couldn't shoot it. Hunter was wound up for the one time there, and the puck was off his lead foot. Venom trying to go the other way, and now 2-on-1. They send it across, so Elise in with a shot off the goal post. And now a break the other way. Here's Hunter trying to track down a rolling puck. Off-angle chance, put it off the outside of the net. Venom trying to clear it back. This one's opened up a little bit here in fits and starts in the second period, and that was just the latest example. Around it goes, McDonald tapping it on into space. Here comes Columbus again. Wickline in the slot. To his right side. Swings it deep. Storjahan can't catch up with it, but down the left side, here comes Austin Doe. Doe pushing it into the corner. 8:20 to go here in the second. 1-0 River Dragons. Wickline's got the goal. Cleared to center. Plouffe will turn it back in. River Dragons tag it up. Doe over skates, and it's popped out. Bockwell hooked up there, trying to maintain control. It ends up on the right side. And Yelensky's trying to cut in on goal, could not. And the River Dragons looking to move quickly here. That's one of the things Columbus has definitely done, is up the speed of their breakouts. Here's Storjahan wheeling in over the line. Cutting to the right side of the backhand, lost the handle. Feeds it back up top. Underwood cuts back to his right. Wrister through traffic, save made, and snapped out of the air by Moriarty. 7:38 to go in the second. 1-0 River Dragons in the lead. We're back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up, you can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah. On any D-A-Y, I need C-F-A.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
Back here on Columbus River Dragons hockey. Face-off coming up to the left of John Moriarty in the Venom crease. Shots 21-12 in favor of the River Dragons. The score reads 1-0. Cody Wickline the goal. Wickline is 14th of the year, and Columbus finally able to break through here. They have definitely kept the pressure on, but the Venom now, it's gotten a little run and gun here as they move in with a chance, and Babin with a save on that shot up high. And Saloff getting a little extra from Wickline. Some attention there after the whistle. I don't mind the River Dragons trying to move into that, play it a little tougher, a little faster here right now. Jemayev in for this face-off across from Ford. And he wins it back. Underwood will chase it. Right side, quickly ahead off the tip of the stick of Jemayev and down the ice. Off the dasher, Hatcher runs into his man. Puck picked up by Jemayev. Bersani has to wait. Jemayev will send it in past him. Hatcher into the slot. Bersani lets it go. Save made. Rebound sitting there. Jemayev a try. And that hit bodies and ricochets to center. Even when the Venom fall down, they still get in front of pucks. Jemayev, right side, turning with it. Puck at the line. Chopped away. And now Underwood, nice recovery there. And he ends up chopping it into the River Dragons bench. 6:48 to go in the second. Well, we've got one more Eat with the Dragons event coming up here, and that's going to be at Chef Lee's Tuesday, April 1st at 6 p.m. at the 6100 Bradley Park Drive location. Join us for a chance to meet your favorite players and get autographs, selfies, and more. That's Tuesday, April 1st at Chef Lee's, 6100 Bradley Park Drive at 6 p.m. Venom controlling the face-off. They're going to move this one ahead, turned right back in the left wing. Here comes Hunter. Into space, McDonald has more. McDonald in, drags, delays, puts it in the crease, a shot, and the save Moriarty as his mask comes off, but he made the stop, diving to his left. McDonald put that right on the tape to Kyle Moore in the slot as he got the goaltender down, slid it out in front, and again, Columbus trying to find ways to put pucks in the net. And I'm starting to think that we need to glue Moriarty's gear on him. McDonald in for the face-off to the right of the Venom goaltender. He wins it back, Thornton. Left side, here's Kyle Moore. His shot was blocked, and it kicks out of the zone. Thornton's going to have to race after the rolling puck. Ahead, here's Hunter onto the right wing and now into the corner. McDonald. Justin McDonald. Near wing. McDonald backhands it in front, but the Venom waiting there defensively. Moved ahead, so Elise will pull out the old wedge and dump it in. Thornton over to pressure in the corner on the far side. Butler looking to move it along. Fog's starting to form a little bit on the ice again here. We're seeing it. Again, it's been a rainy, humid day here. It's warm in Columbus. McDonald left side puts it in front, but Lind had his stick tied up going to the front of the net. Puck put up top. Moore lost the handle, and it comes away to center. Thornton back comfortably for it. McDonald turning it on. Hunter moving in, backdoor feed. Thornton a shot and a right pad save. Moriarty now McDonald in front, bouncing puck. He couldn't get it to go. Here's Hunter at the dot, had his stick lifted from behind. So Elise at center. Now we got a penalty coming up here. It's going to be a slashing call. It's going to be on Ryan Hunter. Second power play of the game for the Venom. .14:42 time of the penalty. Venom are 0 for 1 with a man advantage in this one. In fact, they're 0 for 7 in this 3-game series. Or pardon me, they're 0 for 6. This is their 7th try in the series and their 2nd in the game. They're 0 for 1. River Dragons start with a clear. That's a good way to get them to 0 for 7 and 0 for 2. And now, the Venom looking to move it ahead. Here's Craig. So challenging times just getting the puck ahead. They'll have to regroup again back inside the defensive zone and try to move it forward one more time, and it's picked off by Doe. Couldn't handle the roller right away, so he'll just feed it back to the D. And that one is frisbeed down the ice. There's a chance in front off of Doe. Doe on it again. His shot turned up over top of the net. Bersani will fire it back to the defense again. Bockwell over to Underwood. And again, flung on down the ice. Bersani stays up on the forecheck here. Now he's going to head off. It's Stordahan out there, joined by Wickline. Venom on the right side. They'll feed it up top. There's a shot off the goal post. That's the second post of the game for the Venom. So Elise keeping it into the right side. Here's Craig with his shot. Hit a body and ricochets behind the goal. Belov sending it up top. And Columbus able to find it and move it on down. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second period, and coming up on a half to go in the power play for the Venom. And now another penalty coming up. And Bockel's going to go to the box for tackling Belov. It's going to be 5-on-3 here by the time Columbus touches the puck, which they understandably don't want to do. 19 seconds of a 5-on-3 for the Venom when we return. 1-0 River Dragons, 3:36 to go in the second. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
So it'll be 5-on-3 for Venom HC as we come back here. Bockwell into the box for holding. 19 seconds of 5-on-3 for the River Dragons to kill here. The Venom. So the power play chance number 3. And they do start with possession. Craig up top. Moving it across, he'll switch sides here and get it back. Fake the one time, now he lets it go, and a right pad save there. Pardon me, left pad save by Babbitt. Columbus to the line, they do get it out. Ooh, that was huge because now Ryan Hunter's coming out of the box, and it's 5-on-4. Craig wheeling down low, trying to feed it in front. He did, but it was deflected, and now it's cleared down. Only to center, however, as the Venom try to regroup quickly here. Right side. Craig steps back in, looking across ice, and his pass connects, but the return in front hit Thornton, deflects to the left point. Venom will slow it down again, try to move it around. Craig at the top of the near circle. He had it swatted away by Ryan Hunter. Thornton wrapped up in behind the play there by Fisher. Out of the pile, Lind feeds to Jemaeff. Jemaeff is going to try to go the other way. Oh, off a stanchion to the right point, but not out. Craig holding it in, feeds it in front, and it's taken away by Hunter. He gets it out of the zone. River Dragons will at least get one player change there. Steinway back in with it. Flips it in wide of the River Dragons net. This is where the puck handling of Babin can help you out here. If it comes near the goaltender, you know he's capable of clearing it, and so the Venom have to be careful to keep it away. 35 seconds to go in the power play. River Dragons, oh, that's a fortunate kick. Right down to Connor Lind, and he'll send it down the ice. Under 2 minutes to go now on the second. 1-0 Columbus. And time ticking down on that Bockwell holding call. Storjahan stealing it away on the left side. They'll curl, looking for a little bit of help. Storjahan leaving it off on the cycle. And here's Hatcher up high, and Plouffe had his pocket picked. They better race back. Up the right wing side, here's a chance. Belov on goal. He's knocked down everybody into the net. Everything comes off, and the whistle goes as the River Dragons come back to full strength. Just a little over a minute and a half to go now in the second period. Yeah, everybody looks all right. None the worse for wear. See if they're going to keep the faceoff inside or move it outside. Outside. The Venom are going to allow me to put it inside the zone, but it was Belov barreling into the goaltender and knocked the net off, so. Ford is over there trying to get an explanation. And the Venom have too many guys out there. All right, so Elise gets off the ice. They went from having 4 to having 6. They had to figure it out there. Dumped in, and Babin will slow it down in the corner. Slahetka around the rim with it, and it works its way out to center. Backing up there is Ford. Ford moving it across. Here's Embry. Embry run into as the puck rolls around to the near side. Slahetka up the boards, but not out of danger yet. It pinballs right back to him. And he'll send that puck down the ice. This will be an icing call. With 1:01 to go in the second, 1-0. Dragons in the lead. Second period intermission. We're going to have that scoring wrap up for you, plus a look at the Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard, so stick around for that. I will be able to tell you if your bracket has or has not been busted. 2 games going on in the NCAA men's basketball tournament today. 1 other game going on in the FPHL. And a handful in the NHL today. I believe 8 on the calendar. Puck ends up behind the River Dragons net. Plouffe. Doe, right side, Wickline. Across to Slahetka. Pass ahead, that missed, and that'll be another icing call. So we'll do it again. Face-off coming up to the right of the goaltender, Trevor Babin. River Dragons able to push this out to center. Hey, now they dump it in from the other side of the stripe. No icing this time as Wickline follows it up. Right side corner is Austin Doe. Doe in front. Storjahan a backhand. Couldn't get it on goal. Craig with a block. Puck to the right point. Underwood there on it. Elects to swing it around the rim. Wickline waiting on the near side. Oh, he wanted to pull that in front and couldn't. Storjahan near side on it instead. Takes a look up at the clock. as he swings it back around. 17 seconds to go in the period. Down for the right point, pinching is Underwood. Puck rolling towards the top of the circle. Underwood holding it in for just a moment. Backhanded along, but not out. Here's a chance left side for Doe. Wrist shot, glove save Moriarty with 3.5 seconds to go in the second period. Yeah, Storjahan in front. He and Steinway coming together, but the linesman got in there pretty quickly. So the face-off will come back to the right of the Venom goal. McDonald out there with Moore and Hunter, and McDonald has Kyle Moore behind him off to his left. Try to win this draw back to Moore and then just crash the crease. He does win it back. Moore, his shot, just missed the stick of Bockwell for the tip at the horn. Executed well, but just couldn't quite get the deflection. So 2 periods in the books. The River Dragons finally break through for a 1-0 lead. 40 minutes in. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the scoring wrap-up for you, as well as a look at that Zelmo zipping on to town scoreboard. Stay tuned. All that and more coming your way. We'll be back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich, or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
This winter, don't let your heating system leave you out in the cold. At Air Force Heating and Air, we are committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or a new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you. Residential and commercial, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business.
All right, and we are back with 2 periods in the books. And how about it? We finally have a goal in the hockey game. The River Dragons have broken through. Time of the goal was 8:58, and it was Cody Wickline from Austin Doe. And again, I expect they'll add one on for Storjahan on that particular scoring play. But that was the only goal of the period. It's the only goal of the game so far, as Wickline got the puck in the slot and was able to put it up top over the shoulder of the goaltender Moriarty. River Dragons with a 1-0 lead. Power plays, 2 in the period for the Venom. None for Columbus so far in the period or the game, so they are zeros, and then 0 for 3 for the Venom with a man advantage. Shots in that period ended up totaling 15 for the River Dragons, 6 for the Venom. And Columbus 26 through the first 2 periods of play, and just 14 for HC Venom. So the pucks have been chucked here as everybody out there on the ice to pick those up. We'll take a break. When we come back, take a look at the Zelmo Zipping Out of Town scoreboard. So stay tuned for that. There's plenty of action going on in the NHL, and of course, everybody's watching the bracket this time of year, so we're going to talk about that as well. Stay tuned, more coming your way. This is River Dragons Hockey. Welcome home to the Trails at Flat Rock, featuring professionally managed new and renovated apartment homes with unique floor plans. Trails at Flat Rock features washers and dryers in every home, a picnic and pool area with grills, playground, fitness center, and more. We're pet friendly and are located right next to Flat Rock Park. We even have a car wash on property, plus garages and storage units available for rent. Call 706-909-2423 or visit trailsatflatrock.com to see your next home.
We work, sleep, eat, work, repeat. This is how we spend the majority of our time. And time is supposed to be one of the most precious treasures we have, right? Time together with friends and family doing the things that we want to do. And of course, we have to provide. But the life we're providing is supposed to be more than just food and shelter, isn't it? How about experiencing more of the things that we like to do with the people that we love? The truth is that this is what people rank as their highest value. Leisure time with friends and family, travel time, unique experiences and beautiful memories. If you ask anyone from virtually any culture what they wish they had more time to do, it's to see new places, experience new things, amazing experiences, and share those with the people that they want to be with. It's all about quality of life. But somehow we just don't take seriously the importance of our leisure time together, do we? In fact, did you know that every year we give away more than 1 million years of our vacation time? That's right. That's more than 21 years a second, to be clear, given back in paid vacation time that we don't take advantage of. Why do we do that? Why do we not take advantage of our leisure time at leisure? And let's face it, too much of our time today is being spent with a small device in our hands, looking at a small screen instead of the big open sky or mountains or beaches or creating new memories. And today, we live in a subscription-based society, don't we? So many of these services are vying for our time and money. Subscription movie services, TV services, grocery services, gym memberships. And that's okay because it's convenient, right? But what about all those missing amazing experiences and the memories that they create? You see, quality of life is more than what we do on the couch. What about those other important aspects, too, of our experience in everyday life? You know, how we feel, literally how we physically feel today and every day. And of course, we want to look our best as well. So some of that leisure time and disposable income is going towards these categories as well. So what if I told you that there was a club that was just as convenient, but delivers the best life has to offer every day, everywhere, and in every way that you want. This is exactly what we do at Club Viago.
And back here through 2 periods of play, Tom Callahan here with you as the River Dragons with a 1-0 lead on a Cody Wickline goal 40 minutes in. It's time for us to take a look at the Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard. Lagging behind us a little bit at Aikens Ford Arena. They are still in the second period of play where the Athens Rock Lobsters have a 3-2 lead over the Baton Rouge Zydeco in the only other game going on in the FPHL. In the National Hockey League, got a couple underway right now. Utah Hockey Club is up 3-2 on the Chicago Blackhawks. That one is now through 2 periods of play. And towards the end of the first period, Sens and Pens are scoreless. Islanders, Hurricanes are tied at 2 with time winding down in that first period. A couple of later games, 8 o'clock you got Leafs at Ducks, 10 o'clock Sharks at Kings. Finals from earlier today, Canadians 4-2 over the Panthers. How about this one? Sabres 8-5 over the Washington Capitals. Where did Buffalo's offense come from? That's crazy. Also, did Ovi score? Yes, he did. Ovechkin 1 goal, and he's now within 5 of breaking the record. So he's at 890 goals in his career. Jets 3-1 winners over the Vancouver Canucks today as well. And I'll tell you what, the Canucks have an uphill battle to try to get back in that wild card spot in the West. All right, in men's college hoops, you've got Houston beating Tennessee today, 69-50 to advance to the Final Four. And in a game going on right now, we're towards the end of the first half, 2.5 minutes to go. A low-scoring affair so far sees number 1 Auburn 27-22 over number 2 Michigan State. So I know that of local interest to a lot of folks, and fingers crossed that Auburn will get through. And wouldn't it be wild, 4 number 1 seeds actually make it through? If your bracket was chalk, you might be looking pretty good right now. So doesn't often happen, though, that's for sure. And as we take a look at the FPHL standings here, just to give you some context on the playoff implications, everything going on today. Again, the River Dragons need 2 points to secure a berth. Now, that doesn't wrap up a place. It just means they will be in the postseason. They're at 86 points right now. If they get to 88, it means that Monroe cannot catch them. And so, therefore, it guarantees the Blue Ridge Bobcats and the Baton Rouge Zydeco are the only 2 teams that could potentially mathematically catch Columbus if it came down to that. But a couple of reasons why maybe not likely, even though Blue Ridge has moved within 6 points of Columbus, Blue Ridge has already played 52 games. So they have 4 left. Now, Columbus, remember, is playing 54 this year. So at the end of the day, it's not really going to be points-based. It's going to be win percentage-based. But the River Dragons can comfortably, over the course of the – so, again, they have 4 games in hand over Blue Ridge, 48 games played here. And the percentage points will kind of work their way into this thinking. But the River Dragons – if they take care of business, and they've got 3 next week against Monroe on the road and then 2 at home against Athens, Columbus just needs to pick up points. And they can lock out Blue Ridge. They're much closer to locking out Baton Rouge, as Baton Rouge, obviously in action today. This will be game number 50 for them. And playing against Athens is going to be difficult for them, but you never know. I mean, if they find a way to win a game, hey, that, could be something that makes an impact here, as they would then end up moving into a tie with Blue Ridge in their 50th game. But again, the River Dragons have a 9-point gap and a game in hand over Baton Rouge. And then Monroe just trying to survive because mathematically they could still make the playoffs. Only Mississippi's been eliminated. If Baton Rouge were to fall back, and they've lost 3 in a row coming into this one, and Monroe's won 3 in a row, they could flip-flop. Baton Rouge could find themselves out of the playoffs, and the Moccasins could move into that 4-5 play-in game, or you never know if somehow Blue Ridge slows down. They got a split this weekend with Carolina. It's all up for grabs in the Continental Division. Meanwhile, in the Empire, the only playoff spot that hasn't been decided is who's going to be the 5 spot. because we know 1 through 4 is going to be Binghamton, Danbury, Port Huron, and Watertown. So that's already been ascertained. Port Huron is actually caught up to Danbury. They've won 9 in a row. The Prowlers are on fire right now, 9-0-1 in the last 10. They're 3 points away from the hat tricks, and both those teams have 52 games played. So anything could happen there. But that's really the only one that can flip-flop. Binghamton already clinched everything, 134 points. That's your regular season champ right there, and that is definitely your Empire Division crown. And then you have Danbury, Port Huron, Watertown, and again. So it comes down to Motor City in the 5 spot with 49 points. And HC Venom, 39 points. 3 games in hand. So it's a lot to play for if you're the Venom as well. You're still not out of things. It'll be very interesting to see down the stretch which team it is that ends up in the 5 spot. All right, that's it for our second period intermission report. When we come back, it'll be time to drop the puck on third period action. 1-0, River Dragons in the lead. Cody Wickline, the goal scorer. 2 in the books. Period 3 coming up on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Follow the signs and discover your next adventure in life. Nestled right in the heart of Old Town on Queen Bee Drive is a Legacy Reserve at Old Town. At Legacy Reserve, your retirement is whatever you want it to be. Be active, be flavorful, be free, be alive. Don't just live life, live a legacy. Call or visit our website for more information. Try out our virtual tour online today.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Back here on Columbus Columbus River Dragons hockey. Tom Callahan here with you as we're getting ready to go for period number 3. Columbus has a 1-0 lead. Yesterday it was a 1-0 win for HC Venom. Right now it's a 1-0 lead for Columbus. Razor thin margins this weekend. It was a 3-2 win for the Venom on Friday night. Columbus has certainly got their work cut out for them here in the third. Not only to defend, but extend this lead if they can. They've been throwing a lot of things at the Venom net. And the Venom, meanwhile, not a lot of chances to score. For a while in that second period, they only had 1 or 2 shots. They picked it up a little at the end. But let's find out. 20 minutes away from picking a winner in this one. As Kyle Moore steps up on the forecheck here. Puck onto the near side as it's cleared back out. River Dragons rolling left to right in the teal unis with the chrome buckets. Broke those back out for today. Hadn't been wearing those with the teals here in a little while, but you know they're growing on me. I'll say that. McDonald at the left point trying to keep it in. Bounces it in behind the net. Played away from Hunter by Solis to the far side to the left point. Slahetka to McDonald. McDonald on the wall. Off the dasher and out to center it goes. And now here's Beloff up on the right wing trying to cut in on goal. That one towards the net, poked away by Babin. Butler trying to wiggle his way free here on the near side. Ends up with Kyle Moore, and Moore waits, delays, looks, and flings it across behind Ryan Hunter. River Dragons at least start a change here with a minute gone in the third. 1-0 your score. Columbus in the lead, long shot in, say Babin. A rebound sitting dangerously in front, is free in the crease. Babin splits out to his right and hangs on. That was a dicey moment in front. Boy, Columbus has had a couple of those. The Venom have actually hit 2 posts in this game as well. Face off to the right. Babin is played around Underwood on the left wing side. He'll bank it towards center. Wick line. Pinning it up in front of the River Dragons bench. Underwood ends up with it on the near side. Had it taken away there. Lee's trying to pull it onto the pile along with Kinski. And now Doe is knocked down. There's the first power play of the game coming up for the River Dragons. Doe tripped down to the ice. 1:39 into the third. Columbus is going to go on the Loft power play for the first time. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover. Only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons hockey. .139, time of the tripping call against Embry. Columbus on the power play, 22%. That's 5th in the league. 68.3 on the kill. That is not a good number, but they've been successful this weekend. That's 13th out of 14 teams. Let's see if Columbus can capitalize here. Puck into the slot area is taken away, and the Venom cut the other way with it. Up the left side is Butler. Butler trying to cut in, shorthanded chance, deflected behind the net by Thornton. Austin Doe will move it ahead. Doe to the stripe at center, pushed in over the line. Wickline cutting right through on the break, a backhand and a glove save, Moriarty. I think, well, I'm not entirely sure if Wickline certainly didn't want to shoot from the backhand. Might have been pressured from behind there. By the way, dangerous chance for the River Dragons. Face off to the right of the Venom net at some point here. We're just taking a look at the clock here. Looks like we're going to hold the clock for a second. Jamath tossed out of the draw. Wickline will step in. And it's one back to the left point. Here's Thornton. Leaving it on the left side. And Columbus will go to work on the setup. Wickline left half wall. Feeds it down low. Jamath back to Wickline. Wickline at the dot to Jamath. Tried to tuck it. Couldn't go. Jamath back to Wickline. Wickline over. Thornton doesn't shoot. Thornton sneaks it through now. Shot in on goal. Moriarty save. Rebound. Not out of danger. Still there. And now it's cleared out. Babbitt will come out, steer it aside to Slahetka. Slahetka's got to pull it all the way back down. Quick line on the right wing. Trying to chip it ahead here. Puck turned over the slot, but Slahetka on it. Cutting to his left. He'll feed it behind the net. Doe banks it around to the right side. Storjahan at the point. Lost it off the heel of his stick there. Doe trying to get to it. Storjahan had it bumped past him on the boards. Now it goes. 35 seconds to go on the power play. Craig finally pressured, throws it down the ice. Columbus has got to hurry if they want even another rush here. Thornton had it taken away at the side of the net. McDonald trying to battle to get it back. Great job on the forecheck here from Butler. Well, that's going to kill the rest of this power play. 10 seconds to go. Storjahan trying to move it ahead. Pass bounces past McDonald. That's it. Now Columbus unable to cash in on the power play. Right side, puck. Was that tipped by McDonald? Yes, it was. No icing. Here's a chance for Columbus. Backdoor feed. McDonald, his shot went behind the net. Might have been deflected. Around it goes. And chased out by Bockwell all the way down the ice. Bockwell on the right side, trying to get it to Hunter. No icing. He'll head to the bench. Bersani moving in for it as it flipped along the dasher, not out. Kept into the left point by Bockwell. Bersani centers, but right onto the stick of Ford. He's able to skate it and move it ahead at center. Underwood will have to curl back for it. 4.5 gone here in the third. 1-0 River Dragons. Puck through center is tipped on down just wide of the Venom net. Jammed up that near side and kept in by Bersani. Bersani, and now it's cleared out. Back after it again, Columbus will head, and that one, Thornton back for an icing call. And that icing call brought to you by Air Force Heating and Air, where right now you can get a furnace tune and an AC inspection for only $79. Book your appointment today by calling 706-882-8888 or go to airforceheatingandair.com. Face-off will be to the left of Moriarty once again. Bersani in for the face-off here. Ford jumped in front of Hatcher. And gonna have to restage for the face-off. Pushed behind the net to Doherty. Doherty curls back up the near boards. Doherty trying to put it in front. Still battling. And did we get a whistle there? Yes. That's going to get us to a break. 5:07 into the third. Still 1-0 Columbus. Back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
Back here, third period action at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you. The River Dragons with a 1-0 lead over HC Venom. Right now, Cody Wickline, the only goal of the game, standing up so far. Bersani, Hatcher, and Doherty out there with Lind and Thornton. Time to break out the cowbells in Columbus. Puck to the right point. Here's Lind. Oh, we didn't link that one. What happened? Well, apparently there's some debris over there on the far side. Let's try it again. Bersani was angry. That was a clean draw win for Hunter Bersani. This time it's just tied up in the circle, ends up in the corner. Doherty on it. Flips it around to the far side. Hatcher over there. Arrives with a shoulder. He gets a little extra, gets knocked down. But in the meantime, the puck cleared out to center. Yeah, Hatcher definitely went for the hit there and connected. Hatcher in with a shot, deflects off a stick into the near corner. Around it goes to the right point. Lind. Lind still battling. Right side trying to keep it in. Flipped out and down the ice. You know what else I'm kind of surprised at? Is that for all of the blocks, deflections, tips, everything that HC Venom does. Oops, stolen away. There's a chance and put up over top of the net by Embry. I am surprised that there's not more deflections that turn into accidental scoring chances and more difficult saves for goaltenders for the Venom. Because you have to figure law of averages at some point. You're not going to get all of one, and it's going to be deflected, but still on goal, and that just hasn't quite happened. River Dragons going for the wholesale change here. Venom are trying to sneak one. Back in on the left side, Pondivanov. We'll swing it around onto the far wing and tipped on Storjahan to Wickline. Wickline's got some speed going wide. Left side, his shot, and that one off the shoulder of Moriarty out of play. Wickline had some speed, so Elise was closing him down, so he let it go. Good job to do so while he had an open chance. Make the goaltender make a save. Puck pushed in quickly on the left side by Belov, trying to come in, and he gets knocked down to the ice. Lehetka's going to go either tripping or kneeing, and he gets hugged to the ice there as Venom didn't like that one. Thanks, Lehecka got caught leaning on that hit. I don't think that was intentional by Slahecka to stick a leg out, but I do think he kind of bit there and started to lean to his right. When Belov cut back to the left, they went leg on leg. I don't know that it was quite knee on knee, but Nathan Butler not happy about it, but Slahecka's going into the box. Butler will go in as well. I don't know if this is going to negate the power play or not. .6:45 in the third, time of the penalties. I think that's a discussion right now. It might negate the power play. If Slahecka was going to get 2 for a trip or a knee or whatever the call is going to be, interference. If that's 2, which it is, it's listed as 2, whatever the call is, and then Butler gets 2, which he should, it should just be 4 on 4. And that's what it looks like. Nope. The Venom are still going to have a power play out of this. So what are they doing? Giving Butler a 10? Or if they're giving Slahecka an extra 2, that's... Yeah, they gave Slahecka an extra 2. Well, that's a really awful call. Slahecka literally got tugged down to the ice by Butler, did nothing, and got roughing for it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that's terrible. Wickline in with a chance. Save Moriarty scores! Wickline! Shorthanded goal makes it 2-0, and he's got 2 on the night. There was a penalty coming up on the play, but that won't matter. Wickline puts the puck home. 7:01 into the third. And that is just karma from the hockey gods. Columbus's 7th shorthanded goal of the year.
River Dragons shorthanded goal scored by number 10, Cody Wickline. His 2nd goal of the night, assisted by number 17, Austin Doe, and number 18, Nathan Bockwell, at 7:01 of the 3rd period. Again, that's Wickline from Doe and Bockwell. Shorthanded goal, Columbus at 7:01.
Babin makes a save and a long shot in, so Doe and Bockwell the assists. By the way, not only did they add the assist, I thought, to Storjahan on that first period goal, but they took the assist away from Doe and gave it to Bockwell, so Nathan Bockwell's now got 2 assists tonight. Wickline 2 goals. And again, that line has been producing. River Dragon shorthanded for the next $1.10 as they clear it on down the ice here. Two 2-0 Columbus. An excellent effort on a Wickline. He nets his 2nd. You gotta love it when Cody Wickline's heating up. It means good things for the River Dragons. Puck ends up at the right point, kept in. Venom trying to go to work here on the right side. Thornton sent towards the front of the net here, taken away again. Thornton pestered behind the net, took a wicked slash there from Fisher. Lynn trying to pull it out of the pile. So Elise in there. Elise in there. Everybody trying to dig it free. Ends up at the left point. Craig, his shot, pinballs wide. Right back out in front, so Elise waits. Now he shoots, and that one's tipped over top of the net. Bersani will try the far side. Ricochets around. Chance to clear here, and that one will be sent as far as center. Jam down, Bersani up on the forecheck here, and that's it. River Dragons back to full strength. Ryan Hunter out of the box, who was serving the minor. Bersani knocked down in the corner. Hunter trying to get there to the puck, taken away by the Venom. Let's see how much the dynamic of the game changes now that it's a 2-goal lead for Columbus. We haven't seen that at all this weekend. Do the Venom try to open it up more? They're still at 16 shots on goal in this game. There's a shot in by Belov, tipped over top of the net, ramps around to the far side. Off the skate of McDonald, doesn't clear. Belov, left side, Embry into the slot, passes behind his man, and now Hunter turns with it. Moving it ahead, Kyle Moore. McDonald going to the net, Moore into the high slot, Hunter cutting in, wrist shot, he missed up high. Bounces off the glass. In that far corner, McDonald trying to steal it. Moore trying to help him out. McDonald kicks it free. Little flip pass, ends up at the point. Sent right back down low with the bank pass, ends up on the near wall. And the Venom able to clear up the left wing side. Beloff feeding it ahead. And Bockwell with a heavy hit on the near side. And Bockwell's going to be challenged here. That's going to bring a pile. Bockwell's got most of the gear off. He was ready to go. That was a huge hit by Bockwell on the near side. He absolutely crushed Embry. And I did not see who that was that came in for the response there, but well, it looks like I think that's Pozar who jumped in to the defense of his teammate. That was a heavy, heavy hit. And I did not see a penalty coming on the play. I'm going to say that now. I don't know if that's going to change. But I did not see a call on that initial hit. But it looks like Bockwell is in the box now. But we'll see what the call ends up being. Right now, the captain's talking to the referees about it. Trying to figure out what's coming out of this one. So Bockwell gets 2 minutes of roughing. Guessing that's probably what Pozar got too. Yes. Right now, Columbus is set up for a power play here, so there's got to be another minor in here somewhere. Oh, Pozar picked up an unsportsmanlike. So Columbus back onto the Loft power play. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover only at the Loft, proud partner of River Dragons Hockey. And the River Dragons will start with possession here. Quick shot, Storjahan, rebound. Is swung around to the right point and kept in by Kyle Moore. Half wall, Underwood. Cycling it around to the right side. McDonald up top, Moore back to McDonald. McDonald right half boards, feeding it behind the net. Underwood out the other side. Keeps it. Far side cuts into the slot. A shot, save made, rebound into the body of McDonald. Trouble collecting it here, looking for a little help. Storjahan in that pile as well. Lee's trying to move it along. McDonald digs it out. They'll flip it up towards the left point. Columbus will reset. 9.5 to go in the third. 2-0 Dragons. 1:15 to go on the man advantage. Storjahan tips it to the point. Moore up top with it. To McDonald back on the near side. McDonald cross ice, and that one is tipped out. Good stick by Butler. River Dragons drive right back in. Hunter had it hop on him at the line, lost the handle, and that ends up as a clear. So Kyle Moore backing up all the way into his own end. He'll leave it off. And now here comes Lind. Lind on the right side, walks it in wide. Lind Up top, high slot, Thornton. Over. One time, Hunter. His shot. Oh, boy, that hit a body in front. Steinway getting into that one. And skating it off. Now he's going to head to the bench. Wickline. He's got 2. In over the line, offside. Good thing it was, honestly, because 3 Dragons overskated that puck. Gets him a whistle with 25 seconds left to go. 8:34 to go in the third. 2-0 Columbus. We'll take a break. Come back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Back here at the Columbus Civic Center. River Dragons with a 2-0 lead. 25 seconds of power play time left up there for Columbus. Jemayev, Wickline, Dose, Lahetka, Thornton. The power play unit as it's cleared down off that faceoff. Babbitt will leave it aside. Slahetka. Flip it on to the wing. Thornton back across. Passes in front of Slahetka. And now turned over on the left side. Lee's trying to push his way in, looking for a shorthanded chance. Carries it around behind the net, lost it. Ends up with Thornton, but now Venom are back to full strength. So Columbus has not been able to capitalize on the power play. Here's Dodo driving the net to the backhand in front, and that one just leaking wide to the near post. Far side, Jemayev charging over there. Embry, good to see him back out there after taking that big old hit earlier on that led to the power play. Here's Wickline trying to do his best to keep it in. Kenon. Embry will carry it ahead. Wheels in over the line. Oh, he gets clocked again by Bockwell and knocked off the puck. Actually, pardon me, that was Cody Wickline. Oh, my goodness. Rough third period for Embry. Here's a chance. Hatcher, slot, and his shot tipped wide. Jemayev on the left side. Curling, looking. Tried to feed it through. Blocked Doherty with a swat. Can't keep it in. Plouffe sends it right back in, but Jemaev's heading off. Doherty will resume the forecheck then. Fed out the far side. My good Wickline. Goodness. Wickline's got 2 goals, and then he throws a big shoulder like that. You know Cody Wickline's feeling it. There's a lead ahead to Hunter Bersani with a rolling puck. He is sandwiched off. Try to get it ahead. Doherty continues on into the corner on Steinway, though. Knocks him down. Bersani looking in front. Bersani off angle. Chance puts it in on goal. Save made by the right pad there. Venom trying to clear. To the line, and it stays in. Nice keep there from Plouffe. Round it goes to the far side. Doherty will end up with it first. Doherty puts it towards the front of the net, deflected away. Bersani hustling over to the near side. The Venom look exhausted out there right now. Left side, here's Ryan Hunter out on the shift change. There's a shot fought off by Moriarty as it's wedged out to center. Columbus would do well to try to hustle this one right back in. Here's Plouffe stepping in. He's got help. Leaves it. Doherty caught from behind. Puck stays there, though, as he swings it around to the left side corner. Justin McDonald up after it. They'll take it away from Steinway on the wall. McDonald down into the corner. Hopped over the stick of Doherty. He's finally going to get off for the change. Belov trying to put it into space. Plouffe right back. Here's Hunter. Moving in. Cross ice feed. McDonald tips to Moore. Moore back over Hunter. One time! Moriarty to his left to save, and he hangs on. 5:44 to go in the third. 2-0 River Dragons in the lead. And I tell you what, they have come so close to 3 so many times in this third period. They just haven't been able to do it. But again, the Venom just starting to look a little tired out there. And for both these teams, 3-3 now. This is the third period. Well, 3 really and 2.5, if you will. 4 p.m. start today. And I think Columbus, who playing at home, didn't have to travel, get to sleep in their own beds, might have a little edge here in the final 5:44. Both centers complaining about the other to the linesman. McDonald wins a draw back, and it rolled away from Kyle Moore. Connor Lind has to go back for it and feed it to Thornton quickly up the right side to McDonald. McDonald flips it on, and Hunter tied up, but it comes over to Moore. Moore cutting through traffic, lost it. Lind at the line, knocked down. Able to keep it in, though. And now it's turned right over to McDonald. Back to Hunter. Hunter, wrist shot, and he sent it wide on the glove side. Lind at the point, keeping it in. McDonald behind the net. Here we go. So Elise and Lind wrapped up outside the blue line. There's still a stick pinned in between the two of them as they try to throw punches. Lind's got the right wound up, so Elise the elbow pad off. Lind caught him with a big right, and they go down. Nothing River Dragons. Late stages here of the third period. And right now, Columbus just trying to battle their way through this one. Lind and Solis will pick up the Fighting Majors. We should have gone to immediate timeout there, but we did not. So we may lose that break. .47. Time of the penalty. So, all right, not quite yet to the immediate timeout. Face off to the right of the Venom goal. Played around to the left point and kept in by Columbus. And certainly at this point, it is a little frustrating, I think, for both of these teams. You play anybody 3 times in a row, you're going to get your dander up eventually. Storjahan right side, there's his shot blocked in front, chopped at by McDonald, ends up out of play on the near side with 4:48 to go in the third. 2-0 Columbus, back with the war in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I haven't been telling a lot of stories tonight. This is my 1300th pro game if you're just tuning in. 1300th pro hockey game that I'm calling tonight. But I was reminded of something that happened all the way back in my first professional season. So Rico was just out on the ice with a t-shirt gun. And I was kind of taunting him. I'm like, yeah, let's see if we can fire that thing up here. Well, it reminded me of standing in the Abilene, Texas press box as the play-by-play voice of the Abilene Aviators, who only made it 20-something games into that season before they folded 2 weeks before Christmas. And as Slahetka puts it around behind the net. So our game operations guy, I want to say his name was Jeff, but he had a sense of humor. I had a sense of humor. And actually that staff was pretty cool there. Unfortunately, ownership was not. So I'm up in the press box, standing there doing maybe the intermission. It had to be the intermission. And all of a sudden, I'm not paying attention at this point. It's Storjahan back in on the right side, tried to feed it across, pass broken up. So I'm not paying attention. And right in the middle of my intermission show, I get smoked in the chest with a T-shirt. Didn't know it was coming. Didn't see it on the way in, but you just hear me talking. All right, first period intermission. Ooh! Right over the air. I regained my composure and kept going. But, man, I just never thought that, he would take aim at me. And I asked him about it after the game. He's like, I did aim at you. He's like, but there's no way I thought I'd hit you. I'm like, well, you got me square in the chest, so congratulations. That was 1,300 games ago. But I could still remember it like it was yesterday. Just got smacked. It's great aim. Icing against the Venom. Man, I hadn't thought about that moment in a long time. But when you end up with a Celsius T-shirt cannon, thanks Buffalo Rock, you get to reminisce a little. River Dragons with the offensive zone draw on the right side. Here's Jamath moving it up top. Underwood swings it over to the left point. Bockwell with a shot deflected wide. Bersani on to the near side. Ramped around Doherty chasing to the far side wall. Down for Jamath. Jamath tried to send it back up the boards. Doherty. Left point kept in. Bockwell long shot. Tipped in on goal. Save made. Rebound sitting there is cleared out by the Venom. Under 3 to go now in regulation. 2-0. Columbus in the lead. Another icing call. Yeah, that team unfortunately did not make it to Christmas. And that was one of a couple of times I thought my career was over, was the end of that. That was my first year in pro. Bounced between two teams in 4 months. Never even got to call a game with San Angelo. They never got a broadcast deal. That was the old Western Professional Hockey League. Then I ended up in Abilene, and of course Abilene folded. Hunter will bring it back in on the left side, leaving it off. Chance towards the front of the net is deflected away. Venom. Scoop it towards the line. It does go out. But that started a journey for me. That would see me go to Elmira in the United Hockey League. Augusta in the East Coast Hockey League. Slaheka in, centering feed, a shot, and that one McDonald. I'm not sure if Moriarty got a piece or not. Thornton flipping into space. Slap pass near side. Ryan Hunter on it. To McDonald. McDonald centers all the way up to the left point. Thornton. The left side, Moore. Moore tried to hook it in front. Blocked away. Now 2 minutes to go as the Venom pushed through center. Slapped away off the stick there of Butler. After Augusta in the East Coast League, it was Peoria in the American Hockey League for 1 season. And then to Nashville for 5. Then on to ESPN Radio for a little while. A couple of years there. The Venom with a shot. Glove save Babbitt. And little extracurriculars here after the whistle. Butler might have said something on the way by and got the stick from Babbitt. Then Tom decided that he missed hockey. Went back into the ECHL with Indianapolis, 1 year there. Then went to Tucson to help start the Roadrunners. A couple of years there. Then that team was sold, and a lot of us were, shall we say, moved out the door. And Ended up staying there, working with the University of Arizona for a while. Then I ended up here. So there you go. Thornton into the box here with 1:41 to go. Venom, 4th power play of the night, and they're 0 for 3. Unsportsmanlike conduct at 18-19 against Thornton. Here's Wickline trying to move it away. The net is empty for the Venom. They are going 6-on-5 here in the power play. There's a shot saved Babbitt. He'll hold on. I should say 6-on-4. Now the upside for Columbus is they can just fire it down at the empty net any old time. And they got unlimited kicks at the can without icing. And yes, Wickline is out there. He's got 2. Venom on the puck up top. There's a shot tipped to the glass. Near side of backhand ahead. Wickline will get it out over the line. Lees will push back in. Challenge up top for the Venom does get the pass across. There's a shot, glove save, and Pulsar stepped into it as best he could, but Babbitt equal to the task. 1:06 to go in the third, 1:26 to go in the power play, so that'll ride right out to the end of the game. Puck gloved along here. Bersani diving, trying to get it out. Cannot. And there's a chance of the empty net. They score! Austin Doe, short-handed, empty net goal. That's going to cement the win for the River Dragons. It's 3-0. I don't know if they'll give Bersani an assist, but it's still his 13th. Moriarty back into the net. And that is going to be all she wrote for this one.
River Dragons empty net goal scored by number 19, Hunter Bersani. And shorthanded goal at 19:04 in the third period.
Well, that'll change. That was Austin Doe. Puck over to the far side. There's a shot blocked away by Babbitt. Ends up on the near wing. 25 seconds to go in this one. River Dragons counting it down to come back and take this final game of the weekend series. And now a 2-on-1 ahead. Oh, boy, missed opportunity there. Bersani didn't look up. Bockwell was breaking, looking for a chance. He might have had a breakaway. Crowd's going to count it down. Three 3-0 River Dragons win it. And they come back, take the final game of the weekend set, and for Trevor Babbitt, it's his first shutout as a River Dragon and first shutout of the season. We'll take a quick break and be back with more here in the Pepsi Postgame Show. 3 stars coming your way in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus fries and a drink, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
every bite. Better with Pepsi.
Hey everybody, I'm Slayton at Zelmo's, and just want to take a second today to tell you a little bit about our new fuel and in-store rewards program. All you have to do is text 78500, just text enroll Zelmo, you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. And it's as easy as signing up. You can do it from home. You get to your pump, hit Zelmo's rewards, type in your phone number. As soon as you do that, you'll see the price roll back at the pump. That's 3 cents a day off every gallon with up to 25 cents off on special occasions. So join today and start saving.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Back here on the Pepsi postgame show, 3-0 River Dragons win it. Tom Callahan here with you, just in time for our 3-star selection tonight. And here's PA announcer Dana Barker.
All right, fans, it's now time for tonight's 3 stars of the game. Tonight's 3rd star with 2 assists on the night, number 18, Nathan Balkwill. Love it. Tonight's 2nd star with 2 goals on the night, number 10, Cody Wickline. And tonight's 1st star with a 20-save shutout is first the Dragon, number 72, Trevor Babbitt. Now let's kick it on down to ice level. Here's Babs and Melena. Trevor Babbitt, our 1st star of the game.
Quite up in the standings after threw us off, but we definitely bounced back and showed what we could do. Okay, what are your thoughts on playing to your first shutout with the River Dragons? I love it, and the boys really welcome me here, the fans really welcome me here, so appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. What are your thoughts on how we keep winning into the playoffs? Just got to keep playing hard, play the body, up season, and yeah, just got to be more resilient out there and be awesome. Congrats to Trevor and the River Dragons. Congratulations, River Dragons.
All right, so let's take a break. Come back. We'll do the scoring wrap-up for you, as well as that elbow zipping on a town scoreboard. And then we'll give you the final details on this one here tonight. As the River Dragons, by the way, have now qualified for the postseason. So Columbus officially in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs by virtue of getting those 3 points in regulation here this afternoon. Back with more in a moment on the Pepsi postgame show. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragon's trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
And back here on Columbus River Dragons hockey here in the Pepsi postgame show. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me. Let's go over the scoring wrap here for you as the River Dragons 3-0 winners here tonight. Big win for Columbus because with the points, it puts them in the postseason. That's right, it's official now. The River Dragons will be dancing in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. No scoring in the first period to tell you about. That leads us into the second where Cody Wickline scores his first of 2. The only even-strength goal of the game, by the way, Wickline from Storjahan and Bockwell. They made a scoring change on that one at 8:58. That stands up to be your game winner, as the Venom would never find the score sheet. Then another shorthanded goal out of Wickline, his 15th from Doe and Bockwell at 7:01. Would have drawn a penalty on the play anyway, but the River Dragons will take the goal instead. They're up 2-0 at that point. And then with time winding down, another shorthanded goal, this time into an empty net as the Venom pull the goaltender Moriarty, trying to find a way while they're on the power play to come up with something. And trailing by 2, well, make it 3. Austin Doe, his 13th from Hunter Bersani at 19:04. And that would wrap the scoring in this game. So the River Dragons 3-0. The shutout for Trevor Babbitt, our first star tonight, his first as a River Dragon and first of this season. Power play chances, River Dragons end up going 0 for 2, 0 for 4 for the Venom. And the shots on goal by period for the River Dragons, 11 in the first, 15 in the second, 8 in the third for 34, and then 8, 6, and 6 for Hudson Valley, a total of 20. Turning our attention to the Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard here tonight. Only one other game to tell you about in the FPHL, and it's still going on right now, but Athens with a 5-3 lead over the Baton Rouge Zydeco, as that one about halfway home in that third period right now. But again, I mean, for the River Dragons, the most important part of tonight coming out is the fact that they end up in the postseason. That's big for the River Dragons. And at this point, Columbus, now they can focus on down the stretch here. There's 5 games left. 3 of them are coming next week. And remember, that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Monroe, taking on the Moccasins. And then the following weekend, April 11th and 12th, back home here to take on the Athens Rock Lobsters. By the way, that game against the Rock Lobsters on the 12th is our final family 4-pack game of the season, so you can get yours through ourdragonsmerch.com. And for just $40, you get 4 tickets to the game, and then we give you 4 hot dogs, 4 popcorn, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 Chick-fil-A coupons as well. It's over $120 in value, all for just $40. So make sure you get yours ahead of time. We sold out of the ones for yesterday's game, so I imagine we're probably going to sell out again here as everybody clamoring to get a seat for April 12th for those family 4-packs. So the next time we talk to you is going to be Thursday night from Monroe, and looking forward to that one. But Columbus playoff bound now. Can they stay in third? That's going to be the most burning question. They need to stay ahead of a couple of teams right now, and maybe next weekend can even knock Monroe out of a postseason berth if it comes to that as well. With time winding down in this regular season, every point matters. My thanks to my crew for getting us through this one again here tonight, and the River Dragons come up with a win. Jerome Bichard's 56th birthday and my 1,300th professional hockey broadcast, a success. So thanks for joining us, everybody. One more time, your final. River Dragons 3, Venom 0. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.